So, hi everybody. Since I'm already on my computer and I was making another video for something else, I decided to add some prequel videos in there. So we'll see how this goes. This is kind of off the cuff. So, what is HTML? I think there's a few videos on that already, probably plenty, but basically, HTML is like the skeleton of your page. It is the bones, the framework off of which everything else hangs. And if you don't have HTML, well, you could have XML for a page, but 99% of the web that we know and love is consists of HTML pages with the foundation, the backbone. You can use a lot of other things. You can use Ruby, you can use Python, you can use JavaScript. JavaScript is the most popular at the moment. It's the king for building out that HTML into a meatier website. So why are we looking at this Firefox page? I'm gonna right click. You can do this yourself. You can go to mozilla.org and follow along if you like. In another browser, if you have two monitors, that helps. You can right click and click View Page Source to see the source code, the HTML and whatnot behind this page. So I'm going to do that. And look at it! Yay, they have a little surprise for us there. And it's very cute. It's a little dinosaur breathing fire. So not Godzilla, but Mozilla. And looks like if you found this, then they want to talk to you. That's pretty cool. So this is all HTML, and you can see here the opening HTML tag. And HTML consists of elements that are enclosed in tags. So the whole thing, the tag and the content inside between the two tags, is the element. So we can see lots of elements on this page. And you can see here's a title. Here's a title element. It's enclosed in title tags. And the title of this page is Internet for People, Not Profit. And that's what shows up here if you hover over the page tab. And that's also what shows up here in the the tab bar. This is the title content goes in there. So you can see that a tag, let me make this a little bigger, usually has an opening and a closing. And the difference, for a closing tag, you have a forward slash to denote a closing tag. That's really basic stuff. Some tags are self-closing, like you can see this link tag. It doesn't require a closing. And there's other tags that are like that too. We'll scroll down further. We can see the scripts. Those are places where JavaScript files are coming into this file. If I click on that, you'll see a minified JavaScript file. This is shrunken down with the spaces removed. It has very tiny variable names, all that good stuff. Then we see here the opening, the closing of the head tag. All that 250 lines was the head tag. And then the body tag begins. So this is the main part of the website where most of all the page elements are going to be inside of. And then it gets what's called an ID. It also gets a class, and we'll learn more about that maybe in the next one. Then you can see there are anchor tags that are used for creating links. And you'll see a lot of these div tags. Divs are just, not random, but generic containers that you use to put stuff in. And then you're really seeing more of the content here, right? So let's see if we can find that bit there. Get the customizable mobile browser. Let's see. Well, I don't see that one, but it's in there somewhere. So, anyhow, another way that you can view the code of a page, not so much the source code, but your browser's fully rendered interpretation of the source code, which is called the DOM, is you can right-click on the page, and instead of clicking View Source this time, you can click Inspect. And now you'll see a lot more stuff over here. It kind of looks like HTML that we just looked at, but it's a little bit more. So it's got all kinds of things going on, and it is executing all the JavaScript code that's going on the page and any manipulation of the HTML, polishing up the HTML, so to speak, and filling it out, making it rich experience. That's what's happening inside your browser as your browser goes and gets these files from the Mozilla servers. Then those files are sprinkled with some JavaScript in your browser, mushed together, and you get the page. So this what we're looking at here in the inspector is called the DOM, Document Object Model, and it's different from this View Source, which is just HTML with some CSS, perhaps. See too much there, but yeah, probably the CSS styling is happening with the JavaScript as well, although the Mozilla folk are very good at what they do in terms of CSS. So if we look closely at it, we'll see some styles, I'm sure. So that's basically it. So HTML is the skeleton. CSS is styling. It's cascading style sheets. You don't really need to memorize that, but here we can see some of the styles. And then if we look at some of these elements here, for example, this is a heading that we're looking at. If we take some of these out, we take out the padding, we take out the font sizes, we can increase the font sizes, make it super huge. We can play around with this page, the styling of the page. But basically, your HTML is that skeleton. This kind of code here is your CSS, your styling, cascading style sheets. You can see here that's the CSS file. And your JavaScript is kind of like the muscles of the page. The CSS would be like the skin and the hair and the clothes, and the JavaScript is kind of like the nerve, the electricity, and the muscles that are firing on the page. So that's your basic introduction to what's going on a website, and I'll see you in the next video. We'll get into how these pages get here, and we'll move into the DOM as well. Take care.